Hey man, I gotta know. What are they biting on?
The end of my line. Here, try one of these finesse crawlers from D&D.
D&D baits are top quality baits in a large variety of colors and styles. D&D baits have been proven to work better than the national brands in the waters here in the Pacific Northwest. They create their baits custom to the water conditions. D&D makes the baits no one else will have. Catch D&D baits on Facebook. Land more fish.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the full broadcast 24/7 sports news, live interviews, and media coverage. I interview UFC, MMA, boxing, UFC, BKFC, all the fighters around, athletes around the world to get their stories from their past, present, and future of what's going to happen in their fights. So, if you guys got a story to tell me, message me and we'll talk. We'll get you on the show. Everybody hear about your story, how you became a fighter, what it's like to be a fighter and everything else, and how much support you get. So before I continue, guys, be ready to watch the Bare Knuckle BKFC Knuckle Mania tomorrow night, live on the Bare Knuckle application. And also on fight.com, I believe. You can watch it there, Fight TV. You don't want to miss these fights. The weigh-ins today was, wow. David Morgan, Travis Thompson almost went at it. Started a huge fight on stage with David Feldman. So, especially Bret Hart and Paige, them two, wow. It's going to be a bath tomorrow night. So make sure you guys tune in. I know a lot of you guys want to watch a lot of people getting their faces punched. So let's be ready. Tune in tomorrow night at the Bare Knuckle fight. But right now, tonight, I have MMA fighter Crystal, Lovely. She'll be here in a second. She's just tuning in. So let's get her live. She's going to talk about her career with fighting in the cage, MMA with LF84. She has a fight coming up. So she's going to be here to talk about her story, a little bit about herself, her training and everything. So once she gets on here, we'll get to know her more. So who's ready for the fights tomorrow night, though? Man, it's going to be an exciting fight. Okay, here she is. Let's get her on. Hey there, Lovely. How you doing?
Hey, good, thanks, and you?
I see everybody like your nickname.
You like my nickname? What?
Can you hear me good?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay.
I got Bluetooth in my hearing aid, so I can hear you just fine.
Oh, perfect.
So when did you start becoming a fighter in the sports? How did you start growing up or whatnot?
Okay, so it's kind of a long story, so I'll kind of try and shorten it a little bit. So back in South Africa, because that's where I'm from, in case you didn't realize the accent, I did group fitness, like personal training and group fitness training. So I kind of started being in the fitness industry, and that was my passion and my life before I moved to America. And about 6 years ago, I moved here to the States, and I kind of had to give all of that up. You know, everything I did, I had to lay it down, and we came here to come to a Bible school. And in the time that I moved here, I started to feel like I didn't have purpose. I felt a little bit sad, like started entering a little bit of depression. And my husband, he worked at the UFC gym where we stayed. And I just started to do their classes because I felt like it helped me, you know, to just occupy my mind and just, you know, like to do something. And I found that I really like it. And I just did every class I could. And I enjoyed it. And then I did one of the advanced classes that my husband was teaching at the time. And someone said to me, wow, you're pretty good at this, you know. And so I had people saying, why don't you do like a jiu-jitsu tournament? And I was like, I guess I'll do one, you know, why not? I got nothing to lose. And I did a jiu-jitsu tournament, and I went up against girls that have been doing it for years, you know, and I'd only been doing like 5 months, 6 months of training, and I killed it. I did really, really well. And I was like, man, maybe I'm quite good at this, you know? And so I kind of got hooked, and I did more and more jiu-jitsu tournaments. And then somebody said to me, why don't you do MMA? Because, you know, at the UFC gym, the classes are MMA. Everything was MMA based. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll just do one fight and that'll be okay. And I did one fight, and that was history. You know, I kind of got hooked. I loved it. It became like a therapy for me. I felt like I had purpose again. And yes, that's where I started.
So, what is it like now in the competition? Your level you're fighting now. I believe you say you're fighting with
Line
LF
fight,
promotion.
line fights, yes.
So, what is it like with that promotion you're with? Do you guys are you guys like a family? Is that promotion good good for you as a fighter? Are they treating you guys well?
Well, this will be my debut with Lion Fight Promotions. So as an amateur, I did a lot of MMA, and Lion Fight Promotions is a Muay Thai. Um, it's Muay Thai. So like I did a couple Muay Thai fights as well as an amateur, and I found I was like really, really good at that. I was very like, and I wanted to do it because I felt like I wanted to improve on my striking, and it really did. You know, I felt like I could express myself a little bit more doing Muay Thai. And so I ultimately always wanted to be on Lion Fight Promotions. I was like, man, if I can become pro and fight with Lion Fight Promotions, I would have felt like I did something that I really wanted to do, you know? And so when I got the opportunity to do it, I was like, wow, okay, this is awesome. Like, I'm very freaking excited for it. Like, this will be my Lion Fights debut. And it's against a girl that's, you know, very well known, but it's not somebody that I really like. You know, me and her have kind of some history and things like, you know, just some fights that we had. Um, but yeah, like I'm excited about it. Like I'm really looking forward to it.
So, with your upcoming fight, how's your training been going with the COVID-19? Make closing all the gyms and everything. Are you be able to keep your strength, your cardio and all that together?
Yeah, so interesting story is during when COVID just started, um, I decided to like train on my hardest, literally. Like because my husband is my coach, it was easy. So I started to take all my training outdoor. I did everything outdoor, but I trained every single day because, and I didn't know that I would have this opportunity. I just thought whatever comes next, I want to be ready for it. So since COVID started, I've been training for this fight actually. I've been training so hard and like pushing myself, and I feel like I've definitely grown in the time of COVID. COVID was like the time where I felt as a fighter I've got to become better, you know. So I actually love the opportunity to push myself and do different kind of training, and obviously for this upcoming fight, like I feel ready. Like yeah, I've never been more ready.
so, so your opponent that you got coming up, does she have more experience in cage than you do? So, how does it feel to be fighting somebody with more experience? Is it good for you to learn more experience to grow in the sport?
Yeah, for sure. I always like respect people that have more experience because you know they've been in there much more than you have. Like how can you like talk anything bad about that? So I have so much respect for people, especially her she's got so many fights, so many. But I feel like it's a really good opponent for me personally because of how she's trash talked me on social media. And you know, some people they're just not humble. You know, they think they're amazing and they talk so like, oh, I'm the best and I'm this and I'm that. And I'm just like, you know what? You go in there and you do your best and you win and you lose. And at the end of the day, I will remain humble. But I feel like this is going to be a good fight for me. I'm really looking forward to it a lot. Yeah.
So, where do you see yourself in 2021 in the near future? Like, do you see yourself going into the UFC or maybe another bigger promotion if they invite you to there?
Yeah, this is an interesting question because I don't really know, like I'm just like riding this wave right now. I'm enjoying like all the opportunities. I'm not ambitious in a sense of I want to go to the UFC, but if I get an opportunity, I'll never say no. I just want to better myself, and as I grow as a fighter and become better, then whatever opportunities arise, I'll never say no to it. Like I'm always like up for a new challenge or whatever. So yes, whatever the road takes me, I'm open.
So if have you ever heard of the BKFC? Have you been watching any of that lately?
Yeah, I have actually. I actually had an opportunity with them too, but then I decided against it because I just want to pursue the Muay Thai thing first, and I feel like the bare knuckle thing would kind of be, I don't want to say a last resort, but it's going to be kind of something that's just not right now for me. Yeah. But it's exciting. Like I'm really, really enjoying watching it. I know a couple of people fighting on that. And yeah, I love watching it. It's very exciting.
So what's your take on the fight tomorrow night with Paige and Hart?
Okay, so Paige Van Zandt is honestly the female fighter that made me want to fight in MMA. So I literally love her. Like she's feminine, she's beautiful, she's cute. Like I love her and her husband and her marriage and all the things that she does on social media. And I just think like she's a beautiful woman that can fight. Like everybody underestimates her. And she's actually been fighting in the UFC. She's got a decent record, like she's not bad, and every time she fights she puts on a show. So I feel like that girl has got so much heart, so much talent. She's beautiful, she's got the whole package, and I'm definitely rooting for her. I think she's gonna win hands down. Like yeah, I'm definitely,
Well,
I have to.
well, we'll find out tomorrow night. The weigh-ins
We
were
will.
the weigh-in was so exciting. Did you watch the
I
weigh-ins?
watched it. I mean, it was quite
Oh,
intense.
yeah, I was going crazy. My boy's fighting there.
I was like, is hair being pulled? Like, what's going on right now?
My boy David Morgan's fighting. He's fighting
Oh, really?
Travis Thompson.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going to be a good fight. That's going to be a good
Oh,
fight.
it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath.
No, I'm definitely going to watch. I'm definitely going to watch.
So, besides with all the training and everything that's going on, how is the support system going for you with everybody supporting you with the fight stuff?
I actually have so much support, like it's mind blowing. Like everybody from South Africa, everybody from America. Like I feel like I've got such a good family going here. Um, Not in terms of actual. I've got my parents and my sisters. They all support me, but like family in America. I mean, I've only been here 6 years, and I've developed such a good group of people that support me and have my back. That it's overwhelming, and I feel so like blessed. I feel so blessed to have that. So I have a huge support system and a lot of new sponsors that's just got on board. Like I'm just really excited to be doing this right now. This is a good time. Yeah.
So you said that you moved here. What I think, if I heard you right, you said 6 years ago.
Yes, correct.
Here.
Yeah.
So what is it like to move to another country and be here and meet all the people in the fighting system? Like our fighting promotion out here is a lot different than where you guys are at. So
Yeah.
what do you feel like?
It was really hard at first, actually, to be honest. It was really hard for me. I never fought back in I did fight in South Africa, but only after I'd been here. So I was here for like 2-3 years, and then I went back for a little while just to work on visa stuff, and I did a fight there, and then I came back here. And it's very different because like back home, obviously that's your family and your friends, like everybody knows you.
Right.
So the energy, the atmosphere of the fight, everything is just different. And at first it was really hard for me here because I didn't have a lot of support in the beginning. I had a lot of people that believed in me, but it was just, yeah, I missed home a lot. So it was difficult. And I always, like, no matter what, have a dream to fight back home for sure, on the promotions that are happening there. But now looking at it right now, I'm like, wow, like the support system and the people have just been amazing, like I said. So now fighting here, I'm used to it and I kind of love it, but it's like such a different kind of energy. Like, I don't know if I explain it.
It's like watching bare knuckle fighting between the women's fight, with Paige and them, how exciting the event, everybody's got behind them. You feel all that energy coming right behind you
Oh,
when you're
yes.
ready.
That's so true.
So how are you training now to be prepared for your fight? What's your training like?
So, I have in the morning, like every day, I only have one day of rest, which is on a Sunday. But in the mornings, I have like the 2 hours of strength and conditioning, running, cardio. And I get that done in the morning. And then in the evening, like 2 hours of just training, pad work, sparring, So I have quite a good, consistent routine. I have my own gym, um, which is quite interesting. It's different to other gyms because it's in a church and me and my husband run the gym. It's a ministry, so I coach in the evenings too, and we don't charge people that can't afford to train, so they come train for free if they can't afford it. So
Right.
that's our way of giving back into people. And we have a couple fighters and people that we've trained up, from scratch, that are doing really well in the MMA world right now. So um it's kind of awesome right now to have my own gym and train, with my schedule in my atmosphere, and it feels like a family. So yeah.
So is this the first promotion that you're fighting for LF?
Correct.
Okay, so I had a question from one of the ladies that worked for me, helping me out. She
Okay.
she wants to know, how does it feel about Pat that no longer working with LF. So I'm not sure if you ever met him or.
No, I haven't, unfortunately.
Well,
I guess
I
we can
think
find out. We
I
can
think
find out.
there's been a lot. There's been a lot of changes with LFA. They've been changed a lot of things lately. So
Yeah,
hopefully their promotion. So
because
hopefully
this
their
this will
promotions
be the
get better.
first this will be the first fight card that's on UFC Fight Pass with Aleph Promotions. So it's quite exciting. It's huge. Yeah.
So is this fight going to be national TV on YouTube or?
Yeah, it's gonna be on UFC Fight Pass. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you guys heard it. So if you guys ever get a chance, log in there and watch her fights. I'm not sure what date is it.
March 12th.
March 12th.
I'll
Okay.
definitely be posting all the details of the fight, how to watch it and everything. I'll definitely post it on my Facebook and my social media.
That would be perfect because I could share it all over my page
Thank
too and
you.
stuff.
Thank you. You've been amazing.
so so what would be your main goal besides this fight? What's going to be your main goal from here to see you putting a strap around your waist, winning a major belt?
My main goal is to win. My main goal is to win, and to, no matter what, even if because we always take wins, we take losses, to just keep pressing
Right.
forward until I reach my goal, until I feel like, okay, Crystal, you've done this, um until I feel like I've got that. I mean, I would love to get a belt. That would be ultimate. I would love to win on that platform and get a belt. Like, that would just make me the happiest person ever.
So here's another question from somebody. Will we ever see you in bare knuckle fighting?
Maybe. I'll never say no, because I just know I'm so open, and I'm always willing to take on challenges. You never know, maybe. Just never know.
It's a lot
Why
of
not?
challenging.
I guess. If I have a good offer, then why not?
So if Paige could do it, you could do it. So
I
that's going to be true.
Hey, I mean, she's my person that I look up to. So exactly.
so so what if what is it like to travel? I got a couple more questions before we're done here.
No
So
problem.
what is your traveling like with this COVID-19 and all the competitions usually are overseas? Will we be seeing you fighting overseas too when they open back up?
I would love to. Honestly, um, if I have an opportunity to fight overseas, I'm definitely going to take it. Yes.
Okay.
That's definitely that's on my radar. Like I want to do that. I'm open. Yes.
Okay. So here's another question from one of the girls that are helping me out on my show. They're my helpers. They spread my show all over the place. She's a great helper. She's a real good person.
Okay.
Ashley wants to know what's your go-to breakfast? Will you go to have breakfast?
The
Training
place
wise.
I go to, or what do I do for breakfast?
Do what?
Did you say a place to go to, or like what do I have for breakfast?
No, what's your go-to breakfast? Like what would you eat for breakfast?
Oh, okay, yes, yes. So
Sorry.
I have it. My breakfast is smoothie. Like I make myself a smoothie with everything in it, like berries, coconut. Like I just put everything in it because for training, I feel like I need to have all the right combinations of things to give me the right energy and the right fuel, And I get to put anything I want in that smoothie where I know that it's going to sustain me, and it always does. Like I feel great after having a smoothie. It's like a lot of berries and coconut and all kinds of things in there. So that's my go-to breakfast, I guess.
So you have a particular things to what you prefer to eat while you're training and
Yes.
whatnot.
Yes. I mean, right now I'm not on a weight cut, so I'm a little bit more relaxed if I'm gonna have I'll have a pasta like a pasta. Like I don't mind doing that right now, but when I have to cut weight, then obviously that's gonna change.
So I was very excited to have you on my show. Um,
Thank you.
we make sure I write it down on my calendar to watch your fight on March 12th.
Please do. I'll
So
remind you.
yeah, I'm sure everybody else will too because I got sunshine. It helps me out when I'm dead asleep on my bed sometimes. So
Oh, good.
yeah, I have 5 kids I got to deal with during the day, and it's a busy schedule for
That's
me.
seriously inspiring. That's seriously inspiring. I've got 2 kids too, so I know. That amazes me though. 5 kids, wow. That
So
amazes me.
so before we get off here, is
Yes.
there any particular people you'd like to say thank you to, your sponsors, your family, or anything?
Yes. I'd like to say thank you to my sponsors. Like I've got recent new sponsors, Bloom Hemp, Combat Corner, Vital Performance, Iron Jaw, Mouth Guards, Morning Star, Ministries. Um, those people have really, and obviously my manager Sean White, he's been amazing. Like I cannot do this without him. Like he's really like helped me with all my sponsors and opportunities, and I feel truly blessed. And I just want to say thank you to all those people, for just having my back. And then obviously my family at the Caddy Shack and my family in America, the people that support me. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. And yes, to you as well. Thank you so much. You've been
Oh,
amazing.
I tried to be. So well, I'm looking forward to watching your career and all the fights you got coming up, and
Thank you.
hopefully we'll see you in a major promotion, maybe bare knuckle fighting.
Maybe,
We'll
maybe.
see. So I appreciate you being on my show. I hope to see
Thank
you
you so
soon,
much.
and good luck for your fight coming up. Thank you for being on the Full Broadcast Show.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening further.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys. All right, you heard it from the lovely Crystal. She's a MMA fighter. She's she's originally from South Africa. She's been training. She's been out there, so she moved here in America about 6 years ago. So, guys, be on alert with her fights. She's be her first fight with LF 84, March 12th. We will be giving you updates and stuff for that. We'll share it. Please stay tuned in on her fights. It's going to be a great fight. She's been training really hard. So keep an update on that. So remember, download your BKFC app and watch the bare knuckle fighting championship tomorrow night. It's gonna be bloody match. You got Page versus Hart, David Morgan and Thompson, them two in the weigh-in. Almost had a big fight going on. So make sure you guys tune in for that. And I want to give thanks to my sponsor real quick. And I also want to thank a couple people on here. So Sunshine and Ashley. Thank you guys for your help sharing my show. Continue to grow. We're one big family. We help each other. I appreciate everybody that helped me and my family get some food for this week. I know a few of them. Brian, you guys know Shrek the Ref. Give him a huge shout out. He's out of California. He's a really great guy. He helped me out. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you helping me and my family out. It tears me apart right now. So thank you very much. And I'd like to thank my sponsors right now real quick before I get off here. Let's bring her up here. Look on the screen here. Unique Crafts by Eve, Evelyn, Washington. She personalizes gifts and crafts. Her email, her website is right here on my screen if you guys want to write it down. It's Evelyn at uniquecraftsbyeve.com, or you go to her website at www.uniquecraftsbyeve.com. Also, her phone number, and you can text her. So let me show you her stuff real quick. If you look back here on the background, I've been showing on my TV. I got all the beer mug, the wine glass. You can put your logo, put your wife's name, husband's name. So you can make your for your gym or whatever you guys need. Also, if you look up there, there's a flag. She made a flag. She also made some scarves. She made hats, shirts. This is a shirt she made for me. So if you guys want anything made, give her a holler. She'll make anything with your logo on it, your wife's name, husband, you name it. It could be your animal, whatever you guys like. She's really good. Just message her. And also, Steve Tyson, the Hitman. Thank you for sending all the fighters to my show. I appreciate you supporting me, everything you do for me. You're there for me when I need to talk to somebody. So thank you very much, Steve Tyson, the Hitman. Enjoy the bare knuckle fight. Now, if you guys watched my video in the beginning, D&D Baits, you look on the right-hand screen in your corner. He makes custom baits. Just email him, message him, or you call him. And he makes some great custom baits. If you guys are into fishing, you can catch a really good fish with his baits. I've already sent a bundle out to Fent Anderson, who won the competition a couple months ago. So hopefully he'll enjoy that. So make sure you guys stay tuned for March 6th. Also for the street beef fights coming up. Sunshine will share those later on in her posted stuff. So be ready. Tomorrow night, BKFC. Tomorrow night is live. It's going to be an exciting matchup. Thank you for watching the full broadcast 24/7 sports news, live interviews, and mania coverage. Have a good night, everybody.